It is time for my flu shot. Let's go. Good morning. It's a dark one. Happy Friday. Mouth is hurting. Ouch, it really is. I don't know what to say. Gotta go to work, suffer through this pain, and then go to a flu shot. Start the 3-day weekend, which I would be like, yes, 3-day weekend, but I've got so much to do now that we're gonna be traveling the following weekend, but I'm gonna go. You can't see me anyway, it's so dark.
Many hours later.
I just got out of work. It was a long day, but a good one. It is time for my flu shot. Let's go. Hello everyone, I just took a steaming hot bath, so excuse the way I look and the fact that my eyeliner has melted off. It was lovely. It's a really chilly day. I'm in so much pain. I just used my phone flashlight to take a look at that. The canker sore is so huge and it's so swollen. It's gonna be a while before it's healed. It's so painful. I'm just trying to deal with the nonstop pain. Today was good. We had a student miss the bus and come in late, and that always can dysregulate, but had a walk. We were flexible about our schedule, and by art, which is really not that far into our day, she was doing great. So proud of her. It went well, and yeah, the whole day pretty normal, good day. Left and was gonna head straight to CVS, but as I was getting my stuff into my car and going to sit down, I realized I had my walkie-talkie on me still. I feel it when I sit. So back into the building, but blessing in disguise, because I had realized on my way to the car that I hadn't gone pee since like 6 in the morning before I left the house, and it was 2:30. I'm really good at doing that, even though I've been drinking all day. I don't know. I just didn't need to until right then. So when I went back into our classroom to put my walkie on the charger, I used our little kid bathroom and then headed back out. I still made it with like 1 minute before my appointment. And there's one other person who, I think she was a walk-in because she was up talking to the pharmacy counter before she sat down to wait. But I only waited a couple minutes. I could hear somebody right away after I hit the I'm here button on my phone, like getting things ready inside this little frosted glass booth that they use for the flu shots. I've done the COVID shot there, and so I know you've already done a questionnaire, so they don't need to ask you anything. It's surprising they don't even ask you for like an ID or anything. They just say Stephanie, and they'd say your name, and you go back, and they're like, flu shot? And I'm like, yeah. I sit down, I pulled the neck of my sweater over. I wore a wide neck one with a tank top underneath so I could do the shot. And she just, like within less than a minute, she was doing it. They just slap a Band-Aid on and you're on your way. She gave me a coupon for $10 off 20. And I do need a lot of things for the trip. but their prices were stinky, so I only got a couple things. Regarding the shot, that was probably one of the most painful sticks that I've had. I am not bothered by shots anymore. When I had my stroke, and also I've had 2 miscarriages. You get a lot of needles. Usually they're blood draw needles and they're even bigger. But with my stroke, holy moly, they took so much blood all day long, to the point where once a cart had come and taken so many vials for so many tests, so much blood, and then he left, and like within 10 minutes, I don't know how long, time meant nothing when I was in the hospital, another person came in with the phlebotomy, is that how you pronounce it, cart, to take blood, and my husband yelled at them and said, "Go have some of his blood. You can't take any more right now." Thank you, husband. But yeah, needless to say, not bothered anymore. And I expect a little sting, but some people are just amazing at giving shots and you don't feel it at all. But this one, I felt the sting, and then it just kept on hurting the whole time. But poker face, I'm good at pretending it was nothing. But got that, and then I went and tried to do a quick shop. It was 3:01, I'd say, when I was finished got out of work at 2:30, got there at 2:45. My appointment was 2:45, and yeah, I guess I waited longer than it felt if I was done at 3, because I was seriously in that little booth less than 5 minutes. I would say like 3 minutes. But I don't know when I started shopping. But at one point I looked at the time and it was 3:01. I'm like, okay, I'm still good. I just wanted to get to the high school by like 3:20. I wanted to find a waterproof eyeliner, but not a liquid one. I used to use waterproof liquid eyeliner. I mean, I wore it when I had my stroke, and I had eyeliner on all the time while I was in the hospital, despite tears after tears after tears. There was just like once in the like 4 days I was there that I just washed it all off. I actually was allowed to get up out of the bed to do something other than pee. They like unhooked me from all my stuff except for the heart monitor and let me like sponge it off. I washed my face and re-put it on, but it stayed. But after that, I started developing an allergy to it, and I'd have these puffy spots wherever it was touching, and it got really bad. My entire eyelids would swell up, so I had to switch to one that was sensitive, but it comes off. But I know I'm going to a funeral, so I was looking for a waterproof pencil. I'm going to test that. I'm going to start out like on my arm, and then we might try a little bit. And even still, I might only use it for like here and here, the parts that cry off, and use my regular for the rest. So it took a while to find that. Like I was searching, and it must not be a big thing, waterproof eyeliner, I don't know. I had to end up searching online for CVS and waterproof eyeliner and seeing the 4 that came up and trying to find one of them, and that worked. And then I got 2 lip balms, one untinted and one tinted. I'm always running out. I'm out of the untinted that I wear to bed. I'm trying a different brand, Nivea. And what else did I get? I got 2 raspberry lemonade bottles, one for myself and one for Jax. And then for some reason, lemon is not bothering my canker sore. And sparkling water makes it feel really good, like fizzy water. So I might have one of those tomorrow again. Anyway, what else? I got a little bag of popcorn that did sting because of the salt, but we just chased it with lots of liquid. I think that was all I got. No, I got a thing of mints. And myself and the other person who had gotten the shot, we both had our coupons. We were both at the self-checkout because nobody was at the regular checkout as always. And we both got the coupon. This coupon is invalid. and both had to hit the help. But, well, I think I hit the help before she did, and turns out those coupons don't work in their self-checkout, and so we both had to get moved over. I was a little worried it would make me late, but I was totally fine. Got to the school, I don't know, maybe like 3:23, and it's so hit or miss this year. Last year, if I wasn't there by like 3:10, there were so many cars that Jax wouldn't have been able to make it to me. And Jax gets early dismissal for the injury, and if you were around the corner, there like about 5 or 6 cars can fit right along where the sidewalk meets the car loop. After that, you are at a 90-degree angle going through the parking lot, and there's no, it's like single lane. You cannot get out to leave. Once your kid's in your car, you'd have to sit and wait for all the cars in front of you to go. So if I weren't there by 3:10 last year, you're out of luck. You're sitting there until dismissal, waiting for people to get in the car. That stinks when you're already there and you've been waiting for so long. But this year, sometimes I can get there at like 3:30 and still fit in those first 5 or 6. Sometimes 3:20, and I'm kind of at the end, but then you move forward a little bit because there'll be 1 or 2 cars doing an actual really early pickup. But I got there and nobody was there. And I don't think a single person pulled up until like 3:35. I was like, am I here at the wrong time? Am I confused? Because I was off my routine. I'm like, why is there nobody behind me? So weird. But yeah, Jax wanted poke bowls after we got home. That's not something we can get delivered. So I'm like, okay, I'll have to go. I'm really tired, but it's all good. And I was expecting to have an hour to sit there. Then I wanted to go pretty early, but I ended up I couldn't even knit or watch a video. I was so tired. And bless the flu shot, because it made me tired enough that I could nap. So I napped in my chair for a little bit, and it was like 6:15 when I rallied, and I'm like, okay, let's go. I'll feed the dog and let him out. So we had poke bowls and came home, and I had my bath. And that was my day, and now I need to be so productive this weekend. Regardless of how the flu shot feels, regardless of how my mouth feels, I don't have any more weekends to do trunk or treat, to work on my braids. I need to make it more decent up top at least. I was gonna start putting purple in for Halloween, but now I don't know if I'm gonna do that, because that's a lot more work and a lot more color for the funeral. I'll see what Danny thinks. He was pushing for me to do purple for Halloween and have a lot of it. Right now I had very little green, and it's very subtle because I had school pictures and I didn't want it to be too jarring. I love having colored hair, and I loved when it was all colored. I just didn't want the damage to my hair, so that's why I just have part of it right now, and it's just extensions. But sometimes it can look weird in a photo when my bangs are blonde and then there's just like all this color, because you don't, in real life you see all 360 degrees, and in a photo it can look strange. I don't know if that makes sense. I keep talking too much. I'm gonna have to export some videos. Dang it, my storage is getting full from all the 21 Pilot stuff. You don't even care. What am I even talking about? Let me just say goodnight. I'm just gonna say goodnight. Just know I'm gonna be busy this weekend. And my wonderful friend brought keychains. I love them. I kind of want the breached logo too, but I think I have to pay for that file if I want it. I'll think about it and see if he'd be up for me buying that one. Anyway, I'm going to export some videos off my phone and then get ready for bed. So good night, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.